Hi, how's it going folks? I'm Scott's Dragon and this is Empyrion. Welcome back. So, we have been doing a little farming just off the camera there, trying to wait till it gets light, because when it gets dark in this game, it gets dark. So we'll try and keep the filming and the video into the light, so everybody can see everything. Right, we're just going to pop back to normal view and Shift F will pick up a tent. So this is pretty much the area we left off, but I've been running about harvesting all the trees, harvesting all these plants. It's important to harvest all the plants, because even if you don't need them, because as you can see they give you 100 experience at a time. So we're heading over this way. I'm just going to go through. We've got loads of wood, we've got some ore, got some spoiled food because of the plant. Many food, we've got 19, we've got 9 bandages, so we can just make some more of them, I think. The spice we will not be needing, not for a wee while anyway. Everything else here, it would be gathering plant fibres and these buds. These buds are important for when you go to the other planets. Some of them are actually really cold. So we're just going to make a scatter of hot drinks. Go 100. There might not be enough there to make 100, but if you make 100, it'll make as much as it can, basically. So we're just going to run over to where we were heading, the science camp, which is just over here by this obelisk. And there's tons of these buds about, so they'll respawn pretty well. Oh, there's a wee butterfly pals again. Right, so we made it over to the science camp. Before I get started, we'll get the formalities at the road. If you're enjoying the series, enjoying the videos, hit that thumbs up, it does the channel wonders. If you're not yet subscribed to the channel, hit that wee subscription button. It's most welcome, totally appreciated. Also, hit the notification bell so you don't miss an episode, and leave me a wee comment, let me know what you think of the series. And yeah, we'll be doing other series as well. I tend to try and run a series for console, a series for PC to balance everything up. So I know not everybody is on PC and not everybody's on console, so try to balance things about. We'll just pop our gun away at the moment. So as we were saying, we'd made these gadgets. We're going to just use the wall of this here. This is an obelisk, and basically there's wee things you've got to do with these. First, you see everything's in the hotbar. I'll just pop it over there. So we're going to keep that. We'll put number 6 down, which is a wee water one. 7 is a wee crafters. So basically we're going to be camping out here for a while. But there is actually quite a lot to do before we can progress. So, no, we don't want a torch on, we don't need that. Right, so in this here, this creates water and oxygen, which there's no inventory, there is an inventory, sorry. You hit F to bring up the inventory. So energy items, you've got to put fuel in there, which will be biofuel. Output items, that's what it creates. So there's no specific blueprint for it to create a specific item, unlike these wee crafters here. So we've got a list of bits and pieces here that it's going to do. So we're going to get started with biofuel. These fibres and wood. Now that unlocks planks of wood and plant fibres. But to make biofuel you need plant fibre. So instead of turning everything into plant fibres, we can actually, it does take a wee bit longer this way. We're just going to hit control. It goes up by control and right button. It goes up by 100. So we're just going to make 2000 say. And we're going to leave that running. So basically, forget about that running out. Jump over onto this one. This is why we made multiple. We have got carbon substrate. We're going to need quite a lot of this stuff here. Silicon ore, iron ore, and copper. So basically now we can see up here that we can make ingots. We're going to just go hundreds at a time. 600, there's not enough materials there to make 600. So just doing that so it does the whole stack. If you do like one or two, then maybe you still might be able to do some more. So if you do that, it does the full stack and melts it over into ingots for us. This third one here is going to come with us when we go out and about exploring. So we'll actually just pick that one back up. Shift and F to pick it back up. Tab, I don't like that one there, so we'll put it up here. We take this is a portable heater with us in our tent. Some things do take a wee while to process through. So over here we've got cargo pallet, which is storage basically. And there's usually items in these things, so it's always good to check out. So we've got some glass plate and some motors. We don't need these now. We are going to be using this as basically like a wee base camp to get things going. There's also other storage things. Alright, there we go. Alright, so system message, damage, private data found. Reconstruction should exist but data be read out. Yes, a wee bit of reading there. I'll just keep that up so you can pause the video and read it yourselves if you want to read it. But there we go. We have recovery risk, reconstruction stats, 1 of 16. So there's 16 of these data pads that we need to find. So basically, that's our first challenge, first task. We've got to find them. And basically, we're going to watch logs again. It just shows you in the menu. Right. Around here, we've got another wee storage container if we need it. And this bit's powered by solar, so we are just going to pop that in there. But as I say, we're going to use this as storage. And because we're going to need quite a lot of storage. Well, we don't have the weight buff thing on, so it means we don't get overcumbered as such. We get slot gapped with items, but we don't get overcumbered. Right, these consoles tell us multiple things. Planetary risk assessment, global, basically all the different planets. Basically, Kura, this is the one we're on, temperate moon. We're actually on little moons all around the planet. So it tells you a wee bit about the story and different things on all the planets. Location tracker, it tells me where specific places are, and we'll come back to these in a wee bit. It's quite a long distance to run to some of these places on foot, so really we're looking for a mode of transport. Planetary surveys, basically it tells you about aliens and different things and bugs, and we've got these on this planet here, but they don't really bother you too much. You can see them on quite a bit away, and your wee laser basically takes care of them. Planetary survey, right, I think we've got all that. So now we've got these making That better not be getting dark again. It is. Can't figure this out. It wouldn't get light earlier on. Now it's just going to get dark again. Right, so we're going to pull up a wee scanner thing here. Click the left button. And now you can see escape pods up. We've got level 3 something over there. So that could be level 3 tasks, quests to do for the tribes people. There's a level 1 there. We've got resources. What we're after is resources, because the sooner we can get flying, the better. And same with that over there, that'll be resources again. So before it gets too dark, I'm just going to back into the blueprints. Alright. So personally, from what I've played so far, a small vessel is pretty good for getting about. You get all different types, like the mining one. We'll go for that one later on. But at the moment, we'll be looking at this one here, the javelin. So we just click it on. It shows you it's actually pretty cheap to make. You do the farming, and there you go. You're flying pretty sharpish. So basically, this is what we're going for. So we're going to add that to factory, and then it's going to bring up this with the inventory and the wee slot that you pop everything in. So we're going to keep that up now, because that's the one we're going after. I am looking at, right, what's the closest resource we've got. We don't want to interact with the locals yet, because they'll get rather upset if we're in harvesting their resources. We'll run over quickly to this one here, and pull our gut, bring it down again, and silicon deposit. That's good. That will do nicely. Right, so a lot of the resources are on top, like that there. You can find them, you don't get very much. The fun bits is getting the resources out of the ground. Right, so that's like 30 metres away, so it says. Right, so this is going to maybe get a bit dark when we get under. We're just going to hold the mining laser on, and we're going to sink down, slowly moving forward as we go down. We want basically a nice angle so we can get back out the hole. Trying to see it, which this is actually becoming very difficult for even me to see. Right, we can see a bit more now. We're still 16.5 away. Right, so there is, we've just hit through into the ore deposit now. So we're going to actually come back up. I know this is hard to see, I do apologise folks, but I can't put a torch on because I don't have a suit. We're going to, right, so that's where the silicon deposit is. If we carry on harvesting down there, the chance we'll fall down a hole and we'll need to dig a bigger hole to get out. So we're just going to, I'm going to go back again, do apologise. And we are going to dig off to the side here. And basically, right, let's see what torch is. Plus, if any of the wee critters happen to fall down the hole, they'll go straight down there. They're not going to, well, hopefully they won't come in here. So yeah, we've got a wee bit now. We're going to pop down a heater, which is going to give us some light. If we can. There we go, so we've got a wee bit of light. 6, and we've got our wee crafter with us. This is just to help keep bits and pieces going. We've got some over there and we've got the crystal. So we'll do that first. And that just turns the rock into carbon substrate. The other one is copper ore, which we don't have very much. I'm just putting that in there now to take it to the menu. The other good thing when you're mining underground, I don't think there's enough room to put the tent down. Usually I would leave myself enough room to put the tent down in here as well, just to be on the safe side. So we're going to go back to our gun on 1. We've still got it set on mine, but now we're going to hit F5. You do have a wee drone. Right folks, we had to deal with a couple of raptors. Yes, this is dinosaurs in it as well. No, we had to deal with a couple of raptors that were on the bit up top. Just made actually a wee extension to a wee hole bit that we pulled off the side there. So we're going to hit F5. Unfortunately, we need to go a bit closer, I think. And there we go. Right, F5 brings out your drone, and basically you can scan, still being in the drone, and you can still use your gun. So to control the drone, it's just the same as basically our character. We're just going to, as you can see the difference with the texture in the rock. We're going to, this stuff here is what we're wanting, that's the silicon. So basically we're just going to use the drone and we're going to drill right into the middle of it, and we're going to chisel away at it until we have it all. It's getting plenty of silicon ore now. So later on, once you get a drill, it's a lot quicker and a lot easier. It's still the same method. Drill in, you drill away at it until you get all the resources. So instead of watching me drill away at this node for a while, I'm going to carry on and I'm going to hit the other resource nodes that are about the area, and if anything else exciting happens in between, I'll try and capture it quickly, see what's, to show you what's happening about and stuff. At the moment we're just going, the biggest thing with this is that there's a lot of farming to do in this game. So you'll find the majority of it will be farming. There is aliens and bugs you've got to kill, so we will be doing that as well. We say we've got to make our ships and stuff, so we've got to get all the resources before we can do anything like that. So I'll bring these back once we've done some of the farming out the road, when we're ready to actually get some more bits progress made. It does take quite a while to clear out the whole node, especially just with your mining tool that you've got. Right folks, so it took a wee while longer than I thought to get through all the resource mines, but we got through them, and the reason, I'll just throw this back down and out, the reason why we took the stuff with us, well, we've got plenty of fuel, alright, okay. Tons of fuel, that's good. I'll just carry on letting that make. Yeah, that we took the miner with us, and this tent was so we could actually make the resources from ores into ingots. So, just going to turn them over. As you see, we've got a good scatter now that we managed to get the nodes done, which brings me to a happy point. That's quite a loud thunderstorm. Which means if we go back into that and we go back to our blueprints, then basically what we're needing for this recracking small vessel is 185 carbons, which is this one here. So if we hold shift and hit the right click, oh no, yeah, there we go, and we hit the right click, we can split this thing down. We don't want to use all the resources yet because they are still okay. What to do with that one? Oh, I've just stuck it all in. Oh. Okay. Right, I've just fired all that in. Yes, I did. 284. Not to worry. I don't want to do that with ingots, but right, so and then shift and right button will split the stack. Put it in. And then it's halved. That's 175. We're going to be putting more of these in anyway, because we are going to need them for building other vehicles and different things as well. So really I could probably get away with just firing everything in, because we will be harvesting more. I'll wait there now. Silicon. Right, so shift, half. Right, so what do we need? Silicon, I got 130. And 80 in it. Right, 130. That's 20. And then if we don't want to put it all in, we can actually just put half in at a time. There we go, 4 over. So we'll just gather these up. And then we'll just do the same again with the iron ingots, break them down. We only need 104 this time. There we go, perfect. And it goes. So we have been making a lot of biofuel, which if I just go in here, yep, we've got plenty there now. We're still making, we've still got a load to make as well. We'll just top that, speed that up again. Back up to like 2000 mark. There we go, that'll do it. Now carry on making while we're doing other bits at the moment. Right. So now we've got all our resources in the factory, we can actually build this. I do have the crafting time on for blueprints is instant. We're not going to have to wait for hours for it to make through, so we're going to hit start production. It will do it very quickly, and then I'll bring it back to the factory setup with all the blueprints. So they are completed. There we have the core javelin, which is the one we've just made. So we want to go to spawn, and obviously the red doesn't let you spawn, green does. And just left click, and there we go. We've got our first I was going to say aircraft, but our first mode of transport. It does have guns on it, as you can see. It does have a wee bit of storage, but the storage isn't a concern for this playthrough, due to it's not having the carry weight. Our landing gear. It's a great wee aircraft. I actually like this. It's very, very stable and things. It's actually pretty fast. Right. So we're still going to use this wee area as a wee staging point. But I think what we'll need to do is for the day, we'll do one last thing, we'll put some fuel in it. So if you look at the aircraft or that you've just built and you hit P on the keyboard, it brings up this menu. It can look very, very confusing. I was actually pretty confused for a while trying to go through this. But there we have, we've got power, oxygen, so eventually we'll need a spacesuit before we go into space, so we'll have oxygen. So it means we could either use the suit oxygen or the ship oxygen, but we've got to put oxygen in it to begin with. Light signals, turrets, if you flip that one. And just quickly running around the front here. And there's our guns, either side. 4 Gatling guns, which is pretty good. I've tore up a few things with them, and it's actually quite fun. So we're needing power into this, so how, it says fuel's empty, oxygen's empty. We haven't done the oxygen yet, but we will fill up this. We'll do the fuel first. Pentax is for like warp drives. I don't know if there's space in this to be able to put a warp drive in it, but we won't be needing a warp drive until we go to leave the solar system. By then we'll have something better. And this basically just gets us mobile more. It basically lets us get from planet to planet. So, and I can hear a raptor running about behind me. And I just hope it's not going to come over and annoy me. So we hit manage there, and as you see it will come up player inventory, right, so that's just basically, because it's set on me, it's basically bringing up my inventory over here. Or you can go into javelin inventory, which is over here. If we've got stuff in the ship, it would come up here, but we don't. So we can take a can of gas. I'm going to fill it up with fuel, and pretty much we've just got to keep topping it up to keep us flying. The guns do need ammo, basically same again. Into there we need 15mm bullets, which you need steel plates. I'm pretty sure I need steel plates for, and a crafter that can do it. Which we don't really need to use ship guns to kill anything about here. There's nothing that much of a threat to us. So same again, you would just manage and move the bullets in. To put turrets on, you would activate the turrets and weapons. You can access this menu from the cockpit as well. So it's pretty good, so you can top up your oxygen, your fuel actually when you're in the cockpit. The signal logic and that, I really do not know much about. As I say, I've not spent a lot of time on this. I've just actually not long started playing it myself, and it's really good. So I thought, well, why don't we do some videos on it and see how the things go. I do have another game on the go at the moment. Solar systems away from, not quite a solar system yet away from here, but I'm getting there. So that is, I'm going to leave it like that at the moment. Basically all these things, I can go through a bit more of them in the next episode. I don't want to sit and bore you with talking about bits and pieces like that. So there we go, we've got fuel. We're going to just power off the now because we're going to call it a day, and we've got to recamp. Okay folks, so if you're enjoying the video and enjoying the series, hit that thumbs up button, resubscription, most appreciated, totally welcome, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss an episode, and leave me a wee comment, let me know what you think, let me know what you think of the game. I know I like this game, but yeah, really go. Take care, stay safe, we'll catch you in the next one.